Hi everybody, my name is Stephanie Murray Schwartzman, and I just first want to say thank you so much to Angel for allowing me to come on here and speak a little bit with you guys. I know we've had a little bit of a delay in me getting on here and talking to you guys about my workshop, so my apologies for that. It's been kind of a crazy few weeks, but I am super excited to be here today. I'm super excited to be able to talk to you guys about my new journal. It is called Goals with Grace and Gratitude. And then the workshop that goes along with that, which we will be starting October 21st. So just here in a little over 2 weeks, a week and a half. So the reason I created this journal was because I really found that there wasn't much out there in terms of really being able to go for your goals, but in a way where you don't feel overwhelmed. I mean, how many times do you feel like you figure out what you want to do, whether it's you want to lose weight, or you want to get a new job, or you want to get a degree, or you want to renovate your house, or whatever it is, and you start down the path of doing it and you get like completely overwhelmed, or you go too fast and you burn out. Maybe it's even starting a new business. Maybe you're in direct sales or network marketing, and you're trying to build your team, or you want to make it to the next level, next rank, and you're going and going and going, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so burnt out. This was so hard. Or you end up walking away. I kind of equate it to being on a hike, and you're with backpack, you got your socks on, your hiking boots, and you get to the one side of a river, and your destination's on the other side. And there are rocks in front of you, and you have to step over those rocks to get to the other side. Well, how do you approach that? Do you just go, oh well, here it goes, and you run across as fast as you can to get to the other side? Or do you look down and you go, okay, my first step's gonna be here, and then you look where your foot's gonna go the second step, and third and fourth, and so on and so forth, right? You take it one step at a time, really looking down at your feet, rather than just paying attention to what's ahead. I mean, eventually you kind of look up and go, am I anywhere close, or how far am I still yet to go? But your concentration is on where you are in the moment and where your next step can be, not necessarily, staring straight out to the other side of the riverbank, right? And so that's kind of the premise behind Goals with Grace and Gratitude, because what I want to see people be able to do is to really define what they want for their lives. Take their vision of what they want overall and break it down into manageable bite-sized chunks, and then be able to go for those goals gracefully and with grace, right? But in two separate ways. Gracefully in terms of taking it step by step and not running a mile an hour or 100 miles an hour rather, right? But it's also giving yourself grace. For when you have a hard day or a hard week, or something, completely goes awry, and you have to, change directions for whatever reason, or you have to put things on hold to take care of other priorities, right? And so it's grace in both of those ways. And also making sure you're interjecting gratitude, because a lot of the times, especially when we get focused on a goal, we're so focused on what's in front of us that we forget to look around and enjoy where we are. And so the gratitude piece of this journal also gives you a chance to kind of reflect back on your day, and also wake up in the morning with gratitude, giving yourself grace for the things that have happened during your day, celebrating your wins. And so let me just show you real quickly what a typical day looks like in the journal. And so here we've got your schedule. We've got a squirrel list, which for those of you who've seen the movie Up, it's literally based on that dog that goes, squirrel. Because these are all the things that you think you should do, but they're really the distraction from what your goals are. Like, if you want to build your business, but then you decide you think you should paint your kitchen, it's like, well, does that really help me in getting to my goals? Is that serving me, right? Okay. And then here are your tasks, which there's a whole built-in system within the journal that allows you to create your tasks for the week, your goals for 6 months, a month, and then, your goals for the week, and then the tasks, subsequent tasks. But there's a system built in that does not allow you to overwhelm yourself. And so, we talk about that in the workshop. And then here is your daily gratitude. And so you have morning motivation and evening evaluation. You talk about what you're grateful for, who you are committed to being, and I talk a little bit more about why that's written that way in terms of affirmations, and how I can make today great. And in the evening, what were your wins? What can you give yourself grace for? And how can you make tomorrow better than today? And so, I don't know if any of you know of Rachel Hollis. I think that's actually how I met Angel, but through one of her workshops, one of her Facebook groups. And like she says, it's like we have to move the needle just a little bit every day, right? It's not about making leaps and bounds, to become this like amazingly different person in a week or a month. It's really, making sure that you're just a little bit better tomorrow than you are today, right? And then even if you're only moving the needle just a little bit every day, think about how much growth you can have in a year, right? And so, life balance for me is huge. And another key piece to this is, and now how I have this set up is that I want your goals to be well-rounded, okay? Because your vision for your life isn't just, okay, I want my whole life to revolve around losing 50 pounds, or I want my whole life to revolve around a new career, right? Your life involves your family, where you live, how you live, what you do for a living, like it's all encompassing, right? And what I have found is if you make one goal, right, to elevate yourself, and let's say you're on your foundation of where you stand today, and you make one goal, what's going to happen when you get to the next level? It's not going to be very stable ground, right? Because your goals aren't well-rounded. But if you have, let's say, 3 solid goals around your life, 3 main aspects you want to really work on, then you're going to have 3 strong pillars to elevate yourself to the next level, right? And then maybe the next 3 pillars to take yourself to the next level is not the same as these 3 pillars underneath, but making sure that they're well-rounded and that they touch, the important parts of your life, which is health, wealth, love, and faith. And, faith, it could be God, it could be, whatever faith you have, but whether it's spirituality, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be religious. But I've done this workshop now twice. The people that have done it have really come out of the other side really loving the journal, loving the workshop. I mean, I basically kind of step you through how to create your vision, how to really carve out those 6-month goals, how to carve out 1-month goals, making sure we're helping you through some of the roadblocks that you may face, really setting you up for success, teaching you how to use the built-in system within the journal to make sure you don't overwhelm yourself. And people have really gotten a lot of value out of it. So I'm super excited to do my next one starting October 21st. I am kind of filling up because my workshop does include a copy of the journal, and I only have so many journals to send out. So I would love to see as many of you as I possibly can grab a seat and be able to join us. The workshop itself is $47, and it does include a copy of the journal, which is $20 outside of the workshop. And I am also offering VIP packages, which includes 3 one-on-one 15-minute sessions and 1 one-hour session at the end to kind of wrap up your workshop and make sure you're all set with your goals and your vision and you know exactly what to do, and that's just you and I one-on-one, and I give you access to my calendar for you guys to pick your times that works for you, and you also have email access to me with that, and that is an extra $100. So with the one-on-one coaching and the workshop, it's $147, and the workshop, which includes the journal, is $47. So I'd love to see as many of you as possible. Please comment below if you have any questions, and I know that we did this kind of in a YouTube format only because Angel and I couldn't get our schedules aligned in order for me to get on here and talk to you live. So I look forward to talking with you. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care.